It's your girl Wildflower here with J Brick again. We did an interview before a few years ago, and we're back today. And we also have a special announcement, but that's later. First, let me introduce J Brick.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jay Brick. I'm from Ellenwood, Georgia. Tapping in with UGS again. You know what I'm saying? Great platform. They always showed love ever since I really started rapping and interacted with them. So, good people, great people.
Thank you. It's been a while since I think the first interview we did was around 2021.
Yeah, around that time, like right after stuff started opening up after COVID.
Oh, yeah. Dang. Yeah, that was right after COVID. All right, y'all. So he's a very active underground artist. He's dropped a project like every year since we've met. Like I said, since 2021, which I think is pretty good because, as y'all know, underground artists be falling off the face of the earth sometimes, you know. But let's go ahead and get into his business. So how are you today? You had a birthday recently, right?
Yeah, just had my birthday, May 29th. Shout out to the Geminis.
Well, you made my birthday's in May too. Some of y'all may know. So you're a May baby. You didn't make the Taurus, cut, but that's okay.
Yeah, whatever.
That's okay. I'm trying to compliment you. That's what's wrong with Geminis now. That's why nobody likes y'all.
Gemini hate be crazy.
It does. It really does, though. It really, really does. And I can't relate, y'all. I really like Geminis. I have a lot of friends who are Geminis, and I happen to get along with those type of people. All right, let's hop right into it. So you've been doing a lot of performances, different places, and I always encourage underground artists to do that. And so can you talk about that and how it actually has kind of benefited you, if it has?
Yeah, so even before I started taking music serious, I had found, I can't remember who it was, but somebody reached out to me on some platform. I think it was Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
They had an open mic and I went, and folks liked the music. Then from that point on, other promoters and other people would see the videos, and they'd be like, hey, do you want to come perform over here? Do you want to perform over there? So really, it's helped me out a lot because it helped me build my fan base up real quick, especially during COVID. Even though things were closed, a lot of clubs were actually still open.
Right.
And it was a good amount of promoters that were doing open mic platforms and showcase style shows. So I really just did a lot of that early on in my career. And that's pretty much got me where I am now. Now I got promoters that's willing to say hey, let's work together and put together a show. Or instead of it being a showcase, I'll book you and you bring some artists and then we sell tickets and do it like that. So
exactly.
That's kind of where I'm at now. But I strongly encourage those that haven't done showcases or done open mics, don't be afraid of it. I know some artists feel like they're above it. I just say utilize it as a tool. But don't let them run you though. There are some janky promoters out here that don't really care about the artists. They just care about the money, and they just have those platforms to make money. So, you know what I'm saying? Use your discernment, but definitely don't stray away from actually going after those opportunities.
Yeah, that is definitely true. So as an underground artist, what's your favorite part of the process? Is it making songs in the studio? Is it shooting music videos? Is it performing live? What's your favorite part?
So my favorite part would have to be, I don't know. It's really kind of a combination of all three.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess just the content creating behind everything once the music is actually made, and kind of so I guess you could say music videos, but not just music videos, just the social media content.
Yeah.
So I like that because that's kind of the music is there, but I feel the image behind the artist is very big, and that's what makes people the aesthetic, and I think all that stuff pulls it all together. So, but making music is definitely fun too. I was in the band, so going to the studio just feels like another release of that same creative energy. So I love everything. I don't really think I have I don't have a favorite part over another one.
That's really interesting that you said that, it's just fun, because I do remember the first interview that I had with you, I asked you something like this. I don't know if it was your favorite part, or I asked you, why do you do this? Why do you, make music and stuff like that? And you said, this shit fun. Well, what's the whole goal with the music thing?
What's my overall goal right now?
I mean, just in general, why do you do this?
Oh, it's fun. It's fun. Shit. I love making music. Last time I was in the band, I love making music. I don't care to be a superstar. I like making the music I like for the people that like to listen to it, and didn't know that shit gonna get bigger. It's fun.
And like, you have the same answer. That is so cool.
Like, I know some people get into it because they want money. Don't get me wrong. Like, it is an investment. So at some point, I do want my return on my investment for sure. But I just like having fun. Like, I love making music. Like, so.
That's really the reason you need to get into it, because I'm gonna tell you right here, right now, if you're getting into music solely to make money, it's a long road.
You're gonna lose some money. Like, it's taking plenty of L's. Definitely learned a lot of lessons. Met some good people, met some bad people. Take the good with the bad, but you just gotta keep going if you really want to do it.
All right. So, like I mentioned earlier, you've been consistently dropping since we've met, since 2021. The first project was for me was Motivational Speech. Then there was Brick Wave 2, and then Pre-Rolls.
Yeah.
And then Stoner Fest.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's 4. And is that everything that you've ever dropped? Because that says Brick Wave 2. Was there a Brick Wave? There was a Brick Wave.
You missed Brick Wave 1, and my first project was Starter Kit.
Starter Kit. Okay, I've seen these before, like on Apple Music, I think, like a long time ago when I was like, doing research. I like all these projects. I have my favorites on all of them. You guys actually need to check out the review that I did on his latest project, Stoner Fest. We'll get into that in a second, but I want to ask you, what's your favorite project so far that you've dropped, and why?
If I had to say my favorite project that I dropped, it's between Brick Wave 2 and Stoner Fest.
Okay. I like Brick Wave 2 a lot. I think that I probably downloaded most songs off of that one.
Yeah, Brick Wave 2 is a vibe.
Definitely.
I think just like Brick Wave 2 was kind of like when I was getting more comfortable in terms of like playing with my voice, doing different things. And then like me and Wave was just locking in harder with the beats. Shout out to Trap Set Troy, that's my engineer. We was getting way more acclimated to utilizing Pro Tools, and he was downloading different plugins and just trying different things to keep expanding our sound. And also with Brick Wave 2, we actually tapped in with another engineer, shout out to Rue. He actually shout out to that dog Rue. He had put a lot more into my voice, so it really just like expanded my knowledge too at that time about like what we can do in the studio, and just giving me like that kind of like comfortability to just do whatever I want to do and just go for it. And then as far as Stoner Fest, like a lot of the music off of Stoner Fest was kind of like already done. We was just like cataloging it, like our favorite songs at each time, at like each session, and saying like, okay, these are gonna be what we're gonna put on the album. So I definitely like both of those projects. Those are like my 2 favorites.
I probably have to agree with you. I like Motivational Speech as well. I mean, that was my intro to you.
Yeah, my Motivational Speech was raw.
Your music is digestible, but it's still different. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have your own sound.
Yeah.
You don't sound like nobody else.
Appreciate that.
I appreciate that. As a music lover.
Yeah, I think it's like, for me, like I do have my inspirations and like artists that I listen to a lot of, but I think like for me, I don't know. I make vibes. Like that's me.
Definitely.
That's what me and my friend talked about. Shout out to my boy Rope. We was just like in the car, like listening to my music and like really just trying to like figure out like what exactly it is about it. And I just like, it's just vibes. Like it's nothing too much. It's nothing too little. I got my few songs where like I rap a lot more, and then I got my other songs where I'm like mainly chilling and just kind of like flowing on the beat. And then making stuff that's relatable. Like I'm not really like out here. I mean, I'm a regular guy. Just like just like everybody else. So I think that's also why like a lot of people gravitate towards my music, because it's not you can relate to it. There's nothing taboo about my music. It's going to inspire you to get more if you don't already have certain things. And
that's what Motivational Speech is all about.
Like Motivational Speech, that was for me. Like I needed that. So, but that's what I mean. Like every project has something for everybody, and I think that's why people like the music.
Yeah, I especially like the song "Me." I be feeling I be feeling that shit. Like I don't know. It's something about the the lyrics. It's the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? The production is on point and everything too. But like, it's really for me in that song. It's what you're saying. It's the chorus. It's what you're saying. Like that can be an anthem for anybody.
Exactly. So
I had to get it right for me.
I had to get right for me. Nah, for real. And that's what somebody else told me too. Is like you make like anthems. So like a lot of the hooks and stuff that's like you can repeat it. People remember it. And like I said, I think you said it best. It's kind of easy to digest. I think with some like certain artists and some things, like people have to put themselves in like a different headspace to listen to it because they don't actually relate, but the music still sounds good.
Yeah.
But like they don't actually relate to it. So I think it's different when people actually can like be like, oh, I relate for real.
This might be a funny comparison, but so like when I listen to Megan Thee Stallion's music, for example.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of like what you say, like I don't all the way relate to it, but kind of, because like I'm a woman and it's like confidence music for me.
Yeah.
You know, so I feel like that bitch when I listen to Meg, but like when I listen to you, I feel like that nigga. Like does that make sense? So basically on each album, y'all, he has a new version of the song Smoke It, which is the same subject matter, different vibes. It's literally, like I said, like different versions of the same song, which is cool because it's sonically contiguous, but they still sound different. And you know, all these people are making things sound the same, and he have one man here making the same song sound different. Make it make sense. When you made Smoke It, did you know that it was going to get all the way to part 3, or how did this actually come about?
Yeah, I ain't know. It was never like a planned thing. So it was kind of like each time I just heard the beat, it just felt like that's what I should be doing. And then but then I know like I tried to like, it's like certain ad libs and little pieces, like as each one goes on, it's like an ad lib or like a piece of something else from like the last hook that's in the new hook. So like it, like you said, it still sounds continuous.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. You know, and to like have like a concept like that within your music as an underground artist, I feel is super professional.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. Like, you know, and the thing about it is like, you know, that's why I do what I do, because some of y'all really deserve more listeners.
Thank you.
If people just listen, they would know what the heck we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously you have supporters. You know, you have supporters, but like more. Exactly. You know, but yeah, that's cool to know that you didn't plan that out, and that it just kind of happened that way, because those are some of my favorite songs of yours. So I feel like Fired Up is also like a part 4.
I guess. I can see it because like I got the Get High lib in there, which is from Smoke It Part 2. So I can see it, but you know, Fired Up is its own song, but it definitely probably give folks that kind of like.
I definitely thought like, oh, okay, he's trying to switch it up now. He doesn't have part 3 of Smoke It. Now he's switching up to Fired Up. That's what I thought.
It ain't gonna be a whole bunch of Fired Ups.
I appreciate that.
I picked that up from like Currency. Like Currency has like a song called Audio Dope, and like he went like 4 versions of Audio Dope, and like they all sound different. Like they all got like a little tidbit from the previous one. So that kind of became my Smoke It. Like when I went to the studios and like we played the beats, like it's just like I'm gonna do it like this, because that's just the mood I was in at the time. Especially like Smoke It Part 3. Shout out to Desco and Alcan. They're some producers from France.
Nice.
So like they had sent me some beats, and like they literally pulled up to us in Atlanta, and they gave me some beats, and then like I loaded it up, and then like at that moment I just smoked that shit. Like I was just like, and then Troy was like, what we gonna call it? I was just like, Smoke Part 3. Like it sounds like Smoke It again. Yeah. So like let's give it that name.
Love it. So what's your you probably know I was gonna ask, what's your favorite Smoke It song?
The first one.
The first one?
The first one. Only cause like that was like, to some people that's their favorite song of mine.
Okay.
And like that was the intro to Starter Kit. So like, that was like the very first song that when people heard me rapping, like that was like the first song they heard. And so like a lot of people like was just like, oh, like.
So that song was also, like you said, on your earlier project, Starter Kit.
Yeah, Smoke It is old. Smoke It is
that is so good that you do that.
Yeah. So
because you know, sorry, I just want to say that, you know, I feel like underground artists move to their next single too fast, and they don't promote like a really good song long enough.
yeah.
And so for you to do that, like, it's so smart. Like, I feel like you do a lot of things that are very smart, like as an underground artist. So as far as like the Smoke It series, I feel like my favorite, I had to rank them, and my favorite is Smoke It Part 2, then Part 1, which that was hard.
Appreciate it.
And then Part 3, which I really like too, but the production on Part 3 is my favorite production of all three of them.
Yeah.
But I do like the first two better than the 3, but they all good though.
Appreciate it.
So shit, I guess if anything, if you don't listen to anything else, listen to the Smoke It song.
Go listen to the Smoke It.
And I mean, I'm gonna post my favorite J Brick songs for you guys to see. I mean, like I mentioned earlier, I did do a review, and inside of that review, I show a screenshot of my playlist of my favorite songs of his as well. But again, I do urge you to check the review out too, because I'm playing his music in the background while I'm talking about it. So if you want a little encouragement even more to go listen, or just want to support me and him, go ahead and check that review out.
Tap in.
All right, so now I want to talk about your project Stoner Fest, your latest project that is, which is Stoner Fest. What's your favorite off of there?
My favorite song off of Stoner Fest has to be between like I Don't Know and probably like Real Life. I like Real Life a lot.
Okay.
But definitely I don't know. I Don't Know is definitely one. And I like Fired Up too. Yeah.
Fired Up is good.
I Don't Know is definitely my favorite though. Oh no.
I definitely downloaded it.
Make My Point.
Oh, I like Make My Point as well. Yeah. I like Make My Point. My favorite though, I would have to say, is Not for IG.
Oh yeah, it's hard.
I also really like Poppin'. I use that as the background music on one of our AIA UGS showcase recaps. But yeah, Walk in the Park stands out to me because like you were just saying. You know what I'm saying? About to walk in the park. Like, what?
High as hell. That's all I can say. I was high as hell. All of Stoner Fest is like legit me pulling up on my engineering shop, Troy, and we just like, I might pull up and I'd be like, hey, Ray, you trying to smoke? And we'll like go smoke in the car. Like I'll play through the beats. Like I'll rap over what I think I'm gonna do to them. Like we'll go back in the house and we'll knock something out.
Yeah, I love the album artwork on Stoner Fest. You want to shout that artist out?
Oh, shout out to my that's one of my frat brothers. Shout out to Josh. He did that for me. His IG handle is Josh Be Drawing. And
I'll put it down there for you guys.
And yeah, he executed.
Yeah, it was really, really nice. I also like, did he do Brick Wave too? Who did that? That's really cool.
The Charlie Brown joint.
Yeah.
Nah, that's Paper Frank. So Paper Frank did the artwork for Brick Wave 2, and he did the artwork for Starter Kit.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I like that. I like that it's cartoon, and that it's actually, it looks like you. Yeah, I really like the Charlie Brown like concept too. I thought that was so cool. Like the way that y'all just made him you.
Yeah, I had reached out to him because like that cover is actually from like a real piano book. Like it's like a Charlie Brown piano book.
Okay.
And when I was taking piano lessons when I was a kid, like that was the book. So on Brick Wave 1, I wish I remember her name, but a photographer took a picture of me, and you can see me at a piano. So with Brick Wave 2, I wanted to continue like that piano like kind of aesthetic. So I remember just the book. Like I think I don't know how I came across it, but I remember the cover. So I had reached out to Paper Frank. I was just like, hey, can you make this me? And then like make the dog brown because my dog Peanut is brown. And then that was pretty much that. So he did a good job on that.
Nice. All right, y'all. So before we go and before we make our announcement, like I mentioned earlier, I want to play a game, of course. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Would you rather this or that? So first question here. Would you rather live in a world where you can only eat dessert or a world where you can only eat savory foods?
Only eat savory food.
You're not a sweets person?
I like sweets, but
Not enough to have to choose it as the only thing.
Yeah, nah.
I feel that. I definitely feel that. It can be overwhelming sometimes.
Too much sugar.
Definitely. And, diabetes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Too much sugar.
Would you rather have the power to reverse time for 5 minutes each day or fast forward time by 1 hour each day? I'm thinking too. I'm going to have to go with fast forwarding, but
I'll have to go. I'm gonna do the backwards 5 minutes.
Okay.
Cause I can fix a lot of stuff.
That's
like
true. That is true. That is very true.
5 minutes is enough time for me to be like, oh yeah, now let me go back and not do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll do the 5 minutes.
That's funny.
Fix a lot of mistakes.
Would you rather be the best player on a losing team or the worst player on a winning team?
The worst player on a winning team.
Okay.
Because I still want to win.
Okay. I feel that.
But I'm just the worst player on my team.
Right. That don't mean you're the worst player in the game in the whole league.
And we're winning.
Right. Okay. So you better than a lot of people still.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I'm just the worst amongst them.
Of my team, which is winning.
But we're winning. So that means I'm still better than a lot of other people.
You're still a winner. Okay, I feel that. Would you rather never have to sleep again or never have to eat again?
Ooh. That's crazy.
I know, right? Imagine never having to sleep, never getting tired. I don't think I don't want to not eat.
I definitely don't want to not eat because I like
eating.
To taste the food.
Right.
I like eating.
I think eating is
but I also like resting. But
which one do you like more?
But in a world where I don't have to rest, like if I could stay up all day and night and not get tired, I guess it's not bad.
But what would you like? I just kind of feel like what would I feel in that time with? Well, I mean, I guess I have a lot of things I could feel in that time with. I just can't imagine not getting tired.
That's what I'm saying. Like
you get so much done.
I would get so much done, but like what? So I don't take naps.
It says never have to sleep again or never have to eat again. I just can't imagine not getting tired.
So all right. It says I never have to. It doesn't mean that I can't still do it.
Look, man, you can't find all type of loopholes.
Hey, yeah, I find a loophole.
That's what it says, though. So I guess you're right. But you can still. You can. Okay, so to be fair, it says you never have to.
So I don't have to sleep.
But you can if you want to. If you want to keep your regular schedule like how you have, you can. But you're not gonna. Your body doesn't need sleep anymore.
Okay, I'll tell you that one.
Yeah, because you can still go to sleep.
I can still go to sleep.
And I don't give a damn what they say. I'm gonna get tired.
Yeah, I just don't see. I just don't see myself not wanting to cause I like sleeping.
I like eating better than like sleeping. Yeah, I know for sure.
I definitely like eating more than sleep.
The last question: would you rather always have to tell the truth or never talk again, never be able to speak again?
I have to tell the truth.
If you're speaking, you have to tell the truth, or you can't speak anymore. Listen, look, ladies, look.
I have to tell the truth.
And then he go, how convenient is that?
Nah, I was thinking about it because, I mean, I want to still talk. I'm going to still need to communicate with people. Even though I know the loophole is I could just text everybody. But I don't mind telling the truth. I feel like I'm very truthful.
That's good.
You know, a little white lie here and there. I ain't going to act like I'm no saint, but I don't never just
no, I get it.
Crazy lie.
Everybody tells white lies, especially if you're a man. I'm just saying, but we all do it.
Yeah, we all do it.
So yeah, that was our game. Thank you so much for coming by and talking with me again.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. Now I want you to go ahead and let the people know our announcement.
August 23rd, we will be having a concert, J-Brick and UGS. So make sure that y'all are popping out. It will be at Underground Atlanta.
Yes.
So it's gonna be in the heart of the city. Everybody come out, pull up. It's gonna be a great time. You know, more details to come. More details.
We're definitely gonna be putting more things out, but we just want to take today to let you guys know that this is happening. This is something that we've been talking about since like the beginning, maybe like the end of last year.
Like end of last year. Yeah, we started talking about like around like December.
Guys, like we've been manifesting this for a long time, and it's finally come up. We finally have a date, like he said, August 23rd at the Underground Atlanta. This is my first concert. As y'all know, I'm involved with showcases and stuff like that, but this is my first concert that I get to throw for an artist. So if you're an artist, definitely come out and see if you would like something like this done for you as well. And to the very least, if you just like music or you just want something fun to do that day, it's going to be a cool event for music lovers. So just pop out, you know, and show us some love, show us some support, and have a good freaking time.
Yes, sir.